regret that I have been unable to successfully kill you so far.
Seriously.
Okay, that's called a threat. That doesn't count.
This is not that.
I commit to trying not to kill you in the future.
That's a step in the right direction. Just look on to you. Is there anything you know?
Oh, yeah. I have this coupon.
There's equal amounts love and derision on the chat roll over there. I think that is.
It's a riot, man.
How's the chat roll responding?
Like the chat roll would.
Yeah. Ups, downs,
It's the
around.
chat roll.
Mute ourselves, do you think?
50% of them love it, 50% of them hate it, 75% of them are asking about the cutlass.
Let's just go to the old chestnut.
Yes. Director's cut 300i.
Bring it out.
Then bring out
When in
images
doubt.
and start coding.
Loop. Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Welcome back, Ben.
Hey, guys. We're almost there.
Yeah, it's
I'm on the home stretch.
Yeah. This is the part we're not going to remember tomorrow.
I got an awesome parking ticket. That's like my trophy of this awesome event.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where'd you park?
Well, right on the curb. It's just I didn't know that they started it back up at 6. I thought it started at like 8, so I missed it by like 10 minutes. It sucked. Like I literally walked out and it had like it was like 8:43 and I walked out at like 8:52.
Oh no.
Come on. So it's good times.
Yeah.
Let's see. Got a couple more questions from Twitter we can look at.
On Gamescom? Yep, have info.
That is, it's posted though, right?
I don't know if it's posted.
I'll be able to talk about animation and Lost by Brewer.
Ah, you want me to go try to find him again?
Only if you want to hear him talk about animation a lot.
Oh yeah, I was grabbing just
Okay.
see if he. I'll see if he wants it.
Okay.
We can run to the mocap piece.
Yeah, why don't we run the mocap piece and then we'll bring Brian back and have some more animation questions for him. Here's the mocap piece we aired earlier for the folks who have not been watching our every movement.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick for you guys. One moment.
Here it is.
Almost.
Okay, you guys first.
Rolling out in the hallway.
Yeah, stand by, bringing it up. Here we go.
So about 6 months ago when I started here at Cloud Imperium, we pretty much had nothing, no animation. We were using SDK animations that came with the CryEngine. So I was tasked to develop a motion capture system to create everything that we need. So in the past 6 months, we've done a combination of using SDK. We bought some, there's a website that we bought some motion capture from, temporary stuff to get us going. And then just recently, we went down and we acquired a OptiTrack motion capture system from Natural Point. And this happens to be the OptiTrack camera. This is a Prime 41 camera. It's a 4 megapixel of something like 120 frames a second. and it films these markers, which reflect light, infrared light from the camera, and help track body movement. I believe the OptiTrack system is superior for several reasons. One, it's a much more affordable camera, so that means we can have more cameras. The more cameras, the better data that we get from our motion capture shoots. It can actually see farther than other cameras. It can it shoots up to like 100 feet indoors. It does about half that outdoors in bright sunlight. So if we should happen to need a large space, we can go outside and film. So our biggest challenge right now is finding a space for our motion capture studio. We were looking at an old airport and getting an old airplane hangar, which would have been absolutely perfect. But we also are looking at other various spaces, warehouses, maybe office spaces where we can set up. Basically, we need a space big enough where we can capture a run cycle. The great thing about us having our own motion capture system is the fact that we're not reliant on another studio to go in and shoot our motion capture data. We don't have to work our schedule around other people's schedules and other developers' schedules and other post-animation houses' schedules who need motion capture facilities. Because everything is in-house, we can basically go in and say, hey, guess what? We need to capture 20 animations today. Let's go to the studio, throw on the suit, or hire an actor to bring in and have them throw on the suit real fast and capture these motions. It also allows us to continually update animation in the game. We can create new missions for the character to go on without having to spend massive amounts of money on going to another studio and actually have them capture it and solve the data for us. We can do it all in-house. It's going to save us a lot of money on the back end.
And we're back.
We are back. We have Brian Brewer here, and he is going to be talking to us about animation. If you have an animation question, you can tweet it to me at BanditLoaf, and we will pose it to him, and we already have a couple. Let's see. First one is...
Brian, when you did that climbing up and then
Stepping off, yeah.
and then you ducked, was that all one move?
No, that was actually, I talked about it a little bit earlier before we had our last little segment here. We didn't have some of the resources to do a full get on the ladder, climb all the way up to the top, and then step off. We just didn't have that. So we had a ladder. We kind of put it at an angle similar to the 300i ladder, and I did a mount. I just tried to make that look really good, like mount and step on. And then the next take was I got on the ladder in that same position, and I did a full loop, and then I came down, and then I did it again just to kind of like, which I'm glad I did because I ended up using the second take. I'm going
So you never use the second take going forward? Or?
Yeah, the second time I climbed up, I used that take. So I just kind of did it a couple times,
Okay.
and then I did one where I just kind of kneeled on the floor, and then I stepped up, and I kind of like, well, this is how I think you should kind of get into the. So I kind of do the little duck and get in and
You have it
stand
all
up.
figured out, man.
You've been doing this for so many years, you learn all the little tricks.
Right.
So then that all gets stitched together, edited into the final.
So we're
Bless you.
gonna see you climb up the ladder and duck in one take.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So eventually, that's what you see.